Hello everyone, this is Yella, your friendly advisor in Ireland. This is the fourth episode in job hunting series, and today I have a special guest, Mr. Ramakrishna Saladi. Mr. Ramakrishna Saladi is currently working as a senior front-end developer at Devi Group. He's my colleague, actually, in Ireland, and he has over 9 years work experience in .NET and Angular and React.js technologies, and has worked in India and UK before he moved to Ireland. For most part of his career, he was with Infosys, and he was working in the UK before he moved to Ireland. He primarily worked in financial services and retail sectors, and I have him in this call to help you with your job hunting from outside India, or sorry, from outside Ireland, particularly from the UK. Rama, thanks for accepting my invitation to be part of this job hunting video series.
Yeah. Hi, Allah. Thank you so much for the introduction. It was very good, and I'm obviously very happy to be with you here and share my feelings along through your channel. Yeah.
The pleasure is mine, Rama, for accepting my invitation. So I gave you a brief introduction about you, but can you talk about a bit about your personal and professional background, like from where you come and how was your career till now?
Yeah, sure. Mostly you summed up most of my things, but yeah, I'll begin with uh, my BTech. When I completed my BTech back in 2011, and after that I joined Infosys. So Infosys was my first company, and I was all these years I was with Infosys before moving to Devi. So yeah, it was a very nice experience with Infosys. So I was in the UK before moving to Ireland, and yeah, I worked for one of Infosys clients. As you know, Infosys is a global company, and
Yeah.
it has different clients. So I worked for Eon UK, one of Infosys clients there, before moving to Ireland. So yeah,
Okay.
I come from Hyderabad, so I was born and brought up in Hyderabad. Yeah,
All Hyderabadis must watch this video then.
yeah. Hopefully they do. Yeah.
I was in, I mean, I did my plus one and plus two in Hyderabad, and then I worked for 5 years in Hyderabad for Deloitte. Yeah, I have my own, stories and memories from Hyderabad. Oh, best place to for food. I always tell my friends that Hyderabad is the non-veg capital of the world. If someone wants to have the best non-vegetarian food, they should go to Hyderabad.
Yeah, it has the best street food, I believe, like street food and amazing food. Like you
Yeah.
you can find any restaurant cheaper, and as well as the taste will be very good. So yeah.
Yeah, it's not just biryani and halim. There are many other dishes in Hyderabad which people, uh, primarily who are outside Hyderabad, miss on enjoying or gorging on those delicious street side foods. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, usually I do here in Ireland.
Yeah. So, given that you are now in Ireland, when did you move to Ireland and why Ireland?
Yeah, I tell you. So all it was back in 2020. It was all pandemic, and yeah, my contract with Infosys was ending soon. Like my on-site contract with Infosys was ending soon, and then I had to move back to India. So I thought, like, instead of I like the work culture here, especially in the UK. You don't you know, like the work culture is very
Yeah,
good here. Like
very good.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, so I wanted to stay in more or less similar environment. So I was looking for jobs nearby,
Mhm.
and when I was in UK, like with the visa restrictions there, you cannot directly switch from Thai to ICT.
Yeah.
So I was searching for alternatives, and few alternatives where I was mainly searching for Germany, Berlin,
Mhm.
Munich, and so on. And I finally moved to Ireland. So it was in October, I think I moved to Ireland. So I went to India and then came back to Ireland.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so you had Germany, Ireland, and a couple of countries in the mainland Europe as options, and you got an opportunity in Ireland and you picked it up.
Yeah, yeah. Why Ireland is mostly because it's an English speaking nation. That's a
Yeah,
big advantage for Ireland. And yeah, it's close to UK. So even if you go to Berlin, I believe it's mostly like German, and they'll expect at least level 2 of German language.
yeah,
So so if yeah, you have to learn German before moving to Berlin. So that
yeah,
was
yeah,
one restriction there.
Yeah, Ireland is one of those few countries in the world where, being an immigrant, you can work in English speaking environment easily, and you can gel with people too. What are your first thoughts on Ireland? Given that you not been in Ireland before you got this job.
Yeah, when I first reached Ireland, like it's more or less similar weather conditions when you compare it with UK. But yeah,
Yeah,
it slightly drizzles a lot here. I was very much amazed with the greenery around Ireland. For
yeah,
every community, you have a park
yeah,
or a play area nearby, so that you can have a walk or you can take your kids to the play area. So that
yeah,
was one amazing thing, and yeah, it is a scenic beauty. What I see Ireland as, and yeah, it was tough for me because and I came here in end of October, which was um, there were level 5 restrictions imposed in Ireland, and
yeah,
no, so yeah, it was initially tough for me, but yeah, I feel it is a good country, like very good
yeah,
country, and
yeah, yeah. You've been I don't know if I can use the word unlucky, but yeah, okay, you've been lucky or unlucky, I do not know. But from November on, the weather is not great, and you can't even travel much outside Dublin. But with respect to lockdown, because of lockdown, you missed on many chances to do hiking, trekking, go to different places within Ireland. I call Ireland a country of 50 Shades of Grey. The movie I call it a country of 50 Shades of Green because it's all green and different shades. Yeah, it's
yeah,
a beautiful country.
yeah,
Beautiful
it's very
country.
lovely when you come from Hyderabad. Yeah, I believe you usually know you're
Yeah.
surrounded by mostly concrete buildings everywhere and
Yes,
people.
yes,
So
yes.
it's very rarity that you find a park in Hyderabad, but yeah, it's completely opposite here.
Yeah, true, true. So you were in UK before you moved to Ireland, and when did you start searching from the UK that you want to move to Ireland or some other countries?
Yeah, job hunting is not been easy when I was in UK. So especially, I mean, I was not zeroed upon Ireland initially. So I was searching for Berlin, like most
Hmm.
opportunities in Berlin. And then once I figured out like even Ireland has good opportunities, then I was applying for jobs in the Ireland. So it nearly took me around 2 months to
Oh,
get
that's good.
my first yeah, to get my first one or two interviews, uh, and then luckily Devi called me, and then it was like they took around a month to complete
Mhm.
all their interviews. Like they do 3 or 4 interviews before you get
Okay,
into Devi. Yeah.
okay. So you also interviewed with other companies while you were interviewing at Davy. Is that right?
Yes. Yes, but
Oh.
yeah, yeah.
And did you get similar number of interviews from Germany?
Yes, I mean the problem with Germany is the visa restrictions are a bit easy for Germany.
Hmm.
But the main restriction, as I told you, like
Is
people
the language.
expect you to know, yeah, to know German before applying there, and then yeah, very few companies were, I mean, hiring people who are from English background, and yeah,
Mhm.
so yeah, I had few interviews in Berlin as well.
Oh, okay, okay. So for the people in the UK who want to move out of UK to other countries in Europe, Ireland is a better option because of the language. But yeah, again, it's up to you where you want to move. Okay, given that, while you're in UK, we work daily, right, for 8 hours, even here, and then in the evening you want to go out and all. So were you able to make time, and how many hours did you spend on daily basis to apply for jobs?
Yeah, that's the beauty when you are working in Ireland or UK. You're fortunate that you will work only for 8 or 9 hours a day, and then you
Yes.
have time for yourself. So uh, every day I used to spend at least 1 hour or maybe 1.5 hour just seeing through the LinkedIn and then applying for the roles
Yeah.
which are relevant to me. And the remaining hours, like maybe a 1 hour or 2 hours, I used to go through my refresh my educational background or technical skills, or
Yeah.
I do a coding test basically, like which helps me. And anywhere in the UK or Ireland, the first test they ask you is a coding test. So
Yeah.
if you have to clear that, you have to practice few tests. I know it's different from the day-to-day work you do as a
Yeah.
developer. Yeah, so Yeah,
Is that
usually I used to spend around 1.5 hour just searching for opportunities, different roles, and
okay?
yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So basically, it's not just searching for jobs for 1 hour, but you also have been upskilling and preparing for the first rounds by doing coding tests. And did you use any particular website for coding tests?
Yeah, LeetCode offers you, if you are familiar with LeetCode,
Yeah.
LeetCode has so many questions, so you can go there and practice based on the topic. So yeah, I used to use LeetCode.
Okay, that's cool. And there's always this thing when you're searching jobs outside of the country. Uh, so the first interview itself is difficult to land. So did you face any issues in landing your first interview? And how was your
Uh,
first interview experience?
yes, yes. I mean, usually it's very difficult. Like people, when you are doing your job hunt, there are two important things that you should take care before you even apply. One is your resume or your CV, which has to be updated regularly, and
Yeah.
it has to follow ATS standards. And
Yeah.
then the other one is your cover photo. So these two are are very important before you apply for a job. And people expect you to read their company,
Hmm.
and people expect, like, what are you expecting from the employer as well. No, it's not that you just go and apply for a company in a random manner, but you
Yeah.
have to see your job specifications as well as the company background.
Yeah.
And 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 this question is common for everyone, like, why do you want to apply for that company? So
Exactly. Mm.
yeah, these things have to be, no, you have to figure them out before applying for a role.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the first question they have on their application form, as well as the first question which you will be asked by the recruiter from that company as soon as they
Yeah.
think you're fit for the role. If you do not do well in that question, yes, I think yeah, it's a bad message. So your skill set on .NET, React.js, and AngularJS, does that skill set have more jobs in Ireland, or again, it's software engineering role, right? So you can also expand to the other skills. Do you think there are number of jobs in Ireland, or how is the market?
Yeah, what I see in Ireland is usually it's a good market for developers, like people with Java background or .NET background. I won't say, and they have to have this cutting edge technologies as well. Like they have to
Yeah,
learn Angular, React, Vue.js, or yeah, even if you are a Java developer, you have to upskill continuously. But
yeah,
the market for developers is very good, I believe, right now in Ireland, and there are a number of opportunities. But the problem here is, like, people don't do sponsorship. Like most,
mhm,
I mean, all of the companies won't do sponsorship. Only 40% of them do offer sponsorship. So if you are from UK, I mean, if you are a UK citizen, then you can easily, I mean, there is a CTA, common travel area, and
yeah,
then you can
yeah,
usually come to Ireland. But if you are from India or any other nationality, and if you are trying to, not from the European region, if you are trying to apply Ireland, you have to have a sponsorship.
yes,
So yeah, that is difficult. Like only few companies do that. But in order to get sponsorship, you have to be really skillful, is what I would say. Like you have to be a developer, and developer has many opportunities in Ireland. So
yeah, yeah. Did you convince them, or was it easy for you in your case?
fortunately, it was easy for me. Usually, when I apply for a role, I used to specify them that my scenario. I used to explain them my scenario, and I used to
Mm.
ask them for sponsorship. And luckily for me, Davy was doing sponsorship, so it was kind of easy for me. But yeah, most of my applications, like around 60% of my applications were rejected. I,
Right.
I wouldn't say 60, maybe 80% of my applications would get rejected because of sponsorship.
Yeah. But again, my suggestion to others who are watching this video, never put you don't request sponsorship when you request sponsorship. Just say yes, so that there's a filter, right? If you do 100 applications, 90 companies may not sponsor, 90 applications are gone. So you can concentrate on those 10 which are going to sponsor you. I mean, my observation, a lot of people put like I don't require sponsorship and all, and they go through interviews and then they say we are not going to sponsor you. It's just waste of time.
Yeah, yeah. Usually, the people I believe are good here. They understand you. So, I mean, if you tell them that you need sponsorship
Mm.
at earlier stage, it's very easy for both
Yeah,
employer as well as employee.
yeah, yeah. And yeah, I think we talked about a lot of things during this call. The final question from my end would be, what's your main takeaway for people who are hunting for jobs from outside Ireland, particularly from UK and India?
Yeah, like if you are a developer and you have good skills, and you are I mean, you are in the market for, and you have good experience. I would say 5 years is a good experience. You have roles for in Ireland, so you can apply for Ireland, and Ireland is a good country as well as it's English speaking nation. So it is very easy for you when you come here, and it's it will be easy for you. It's kind of like similar to UK or US.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah,
Like you
uh,
don't work for 12 hours, 13 hours, even when
yeah.
there's a production go live.
Yeah, the work environment will be very healthy here, and then yeah, it's 8 or 9 hours work per day, so you won't work longer.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, with respect to resume, ATS check, you did talk about ATS check. Uh, how should one approach to writing resumes if they are applying for Irish companies? Because the resume writing in India will be a bit different from what we have here, right?
Yeah, obviously, I used to search for better resumes, and I used to get feedback from my colleagues as well on my resume. So it's not that once you do a resume as well as, I mean, I believe mostly every day you learn a skill. Just try to add the skill, or
Mm.
communicate or sell yourself in a better manner in the resume. So your resume is the first. I mean, I'm not saying that a good resume will guarantee you a job, but
True.
it is the first business card or first card which an employer sees, so which tells about yourself. So it plays a very important role. So your I believe your resume and cover letter are most important things which you have to take care before applying for any roles.
True, true. Completely agree. Completely agree. Yeah. That's it from my end, Rama. Again, thanks for being part of this video. Hope this video helps many of my subscribers who are living outside Ireland and inside Ireland. Uh, Anything else for the viewers from your end, Rama?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, I have just subscribed your channel, by the way. Like, so yeah, you post, I mean, a lot of good information on your channel. So, I mean, you have videos regarding tax. You have videos regarding how to buy a house here.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
those are all helpful videos. So, uh, everyone do check out his channel. He has good informative videos. So yeah, please do check out his channel. And yeah,
Thanks, Rama. I was not expecting it. Yeah, again, subscribers, you can subscribe to my channel, like this video, uh, listen the entire video, take the tips. Uh, if you want to reach out, Rama can be reached out on LinkedIn. It's easy to find. He has this unique name. So,
no, Ramakrishna is a common name. When I used to work in the UK, there were three people with the same name.
no,
Only
I'm going with Saladi.
different.
I mean, even in the surname.
Yeah,
Ah.
no, no, not the surname.
Yeah.
Only differentiation is the surname.
You're famous then here. Yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
Rama, for being a part of this video. Again, sorry for taking much of your time in the evening. You just worked all through
yeah,
the day.
no, no, no problem. Yella.
Thank you. Have a good
It's
evening.
nice to be on your show. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.